All right, it is 6 p.m. What's going on? Let's go. It is, what's today's day be? November 7th, guys. Hope you guys are doing great. We're getting ready to do some training in sales, sales training. There's a saying that says, no sales, no business. So I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. There's so many things going on. Let me turn the music down a little bit. I'm getting a little bit too excited there with the music. All right, guys. Hope you're doing great. This message is for anybody that's thinking or not thinking. Hopefully, you're already thinking about this. But 2022 is almost over. We have less than 2 months to go. And the question for you is, are you being sold to or are you selling? You're one of the two. You're either being sold to or you're selling. So If you're in business and you're struggling with your sales, then definitely this message is for you. I'm going to talk about the cost of not closing. Okay. A lot of us have a misconception of sales completely wrong. I think in some parts I have to in the past, and nothing wrong with that. But I do want to show you guys certain different things that I've been working on, studying. And by the way, just FYI, so you guys know who, if you know me, you know what I do. But if you don't know me, I'm Javier Pulido. I'm actually own my own digital agency. And over the past couple of years, one thing that I've really started seeing more than ever is people have their own business, whether it's network marketing, whether it's real estate, whether it's life insurance, wherever you are in your business. If you're not 10x in your results, if you're not committed to your business, if you are committed to your business, hopefully you're looking for sales training, right? Because nobody woke up one day and said, I'm a professional salesperson, right? Nobody ever said that, right? So let me turn this thing on a little bit more. Nobody ever says that, right? I'm a professional, or we just average, right? And the struggle with a lot of people are that they're struggling in their sales, and they refuse to go get training. So what happens is they end up being sold to versus selling. uh oh, selling is sleazy. So guys, come on, life revolves around selling. For those of you who are married, you know very well you have to sell yourself to the other half, right? And we continue to do so. As a matter of fact, if you're not continuing to sell yourself to her or him, we are constantly arguing about, you don't love me anymore, you don't do that. In other words, you're not selling yourself to me anymore. So don't think of sales as sleazy. Don't think of sales. And this is, as a matter of fact, if you have a product or service that you know that you sold yourself into that product and that service, if you're a real estate agent, if you are life insurance, if you are a marketer, if you're a coach, again, services that you sell, product that you sell, and if you know that these services that you have, that you provide, can actually impact somebody's life, what would you hold yourself back from closing that deal? Well, there's many reasons why we think they don't ready, they don't have they don't have the money, the economy, they gotta talk to the other half. We're gonna be talking about all this stuff next Monday at 1 p.m. We're gonna do a live boot camp. It's called the Sales Execution Boot Camp. Why is it called execution? Because we're gonna go kill it. We're gonna go kill themselves. Okay, it's enough. Enough is enough. I'm speaking to myself because I think I did well over six figures this year, but I know that I can do more. What does that mean for me to be able to make six figures? And be honest with you, I'm able to give more to my church. I'm able to do more for my mother. I'm able to do more for my life, for my family. I'm able to invest. I'm able to do more. So if you really think about what's stopping you from selling or being sold to, guys, it's a big opportunity that if you just master sales, if you master the or become a professional in sales, your life is going to change. Now, if you're not committed, this is not for you. This is only for people that are committed to getting the word, getting your brand, getting your process, getting your services, getting your whatever it is that your business does. Um, you getting it out there. What is that? What is the sales process look like, right? So there's marketing and there's sales. Okay, so today we're going to talk about nothing but sales. Let's think about you did your marketing process, and your marketing process is great. You have a great brand, you have a great follow-up. Maybe you don't. So we'll talk about marketing in another time. Actually, Wednesday I'm actually going to start doing it. I changed it from 1 p.m. to actually 6 p.m. I'm going to start doing 6 p.m. I'm more relaxed. I'm always excited, but at 1 o'clock I find myself rushing, and now this time I don't have to rush to get things done. So I love business, I love entrepreneurship, and I want to know how I can impact the world. That's my agenda, and I'm sticking to that. And there's nobody that can change that but me, myself, and I. And I am going to get my product and services out there to the world because I know for a fact that most people do not have the marketing, digital marketing, and especially sales in line. So if you want to do that for your business, or if you know somebody, please share this information with them. We're going to be doing that. As you guys can see right there, is bootcamp.kingdomceo.com. I'm actually going to put it up on another screen, and I'm gonna put the link on there. Want to come? Fine. If you don't, if you want to be stuck where you're at, guys, here it is. It's 197. By the way, I don't sell that way. Oh, let me show you the features. Let me show you this. Let me show you that. And then you tell them at the end, you don't want to do that. Have you ever went into a car dealership and then you ask them, what's the price on that one? What's the no? They have the prices on the cars, right? A lot of people do this. Well, it depends. Well, it depends. I used to be one of them. It depends on what their needs are. No, tell them what the pricing are, and then try to see if it's a good fit for them, right? So that's one of the biggest things that we have in sales, that we want to hide the price instead of giving them the price up front. So that way, in the back of their mind, they're not thinking about pricing anymore. They're trying to see, can is that, for example, the marketing automation that I provide is 197 a month. When I hear it, oh, that's kind of expensive. You haven't even heard nothing other than the price. Why would you think that's expensive? Uh, that car is expensive. Well, it depends what kind of car it is, right? That car is expensive. Which one? Is it a Ford that's a Ford Escort that's $60,000? Yeah, that's expensive because the Fords are not. They don't have that value to be able to be sold for $60,000, right? But now if you're talking about a Range Rover, which my wife wanted, and so we got her one, right? So if you're thinking about that one, as soon as I look at it, I promise you, this happened. This is true story. It was $60,000, and we were looking at it like, yeah, yeah, okay, yeah, absolutely. We're in love with that car already because we already knew what it had. We already came and looked at it and so forth. So one of the things that you guys got to look at is stop trying to hide the price from people. Stop trying to hide the price for people. Hey, we got programs from 97 all the way to 297. As a matter of fact, we have more than that. So I went into understanding the psychology and everything about sales because I want to help enough entrepreneurs change how they think and the process in sales, because I see so many business owners dropping like flies, dropping like flies. They're in one business, one or let's talk about the network marketing industry, right? The network marketing industry is such a beautiful industry, but most people, they leave that industry and they go jump into the next one and then the next one and then the next one. But the problem was, it was never the industry, it was never the product. It was you, it was me. We didn't know how to market that product and get it into the marketplace. And then when we got into the marketplace, you got in front of 15 people, 20 people, 1,000 people, whatever it is, and you were not able to close that sale. Why? Because the first thing you have to do is be sold on your own product. Eat your own product. Take your own product. Use your own product. Okay? So I'm not gonna stay here long, guys. I'm only gonna stay here until like 6:20, 6:30, depending somebody jumps on. If not, I'm actually doing this for myself more than anything, because the more I train myself and the more I train and train and train and train and train, I want to become a professional salesperson, marketer, or whatever I do in my life. I learned that if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it 10x, right? So we're gonna go over a couple of things. So if you are struggling with any of these areas, please, 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 you more than, you know what? No, please, please, please. It's up to you. Nobody can actually take your business to the next level but yourself, right? And so if you may not be ready, then that's completely on you. But then we cannot go back and blame the economy, blame the government, blame everybody, because our business is struggling. And the struggling is because we ourselves are the bottleneck in that business. Why? Because we bought a domain, we got the product, but we never knew exactly what the sales process or the elements of the perfect sales process is. There are some elements in psychology behind sales. Nah, you're not doing it so, hello, if after I do this, you're gonna buy from me. No, 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 no. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about how people think, how people act, what they do, what they say. I'm talking about the whole entire process of all the way from the marketing of the. We're gonna go very deep into this on Monday, next Monday, guys. Very deep into next Monday. So next Monday, I'm not even gonna do training because we're gonna be live. I'm also gonna be recording it, so more than welcome to join. If you're struggling with yourself, if not, then of course you're already 10x in your business. You don't even need to be here listening to me. Go go enjoy the rest of your November, December with your family and so forth. But as for me and my family, in my life, I am determined to succeed. Actually, I believe I'm successful today, but actually, I'm determined to 10x my business for 2023. Yes, I'm actually putting some strategy plans for 2023 together. If you don't plan, you plan to fail, right? We all know that. So we're going to be talking about, first of all, the money mindset. There goes the mindset word again. Oh, why do we have to? Because if you don't think about money the right way, it's probably one. I'm not saying it is the reason, but one of the reasons. I can show you after we have a good conversation where the bottleneck in your business is. So after the next event, I'm gonna do a lot of one-on-one sessions, and I'm hoping that for November and December, I do a lot of those to be able to help a lot of people, right? Because if we don't help them, then who is? Okay, guys, here we go. Who's ready? If you guys are ready, let's see this. I'm gonna share my screen and I'm gonna show you. I know you're talking about sales first, so what about sales? So what if I don't want to sell? That's fine and dandy. Remember, we're talking about if you are determined to win at this game of business entrepreneurship, you have to learn how to sell. Yeah, unfortunately, life revolves around sales. Everything in life is about selling, not being sold to you. Want me to prove it? I'll prove it to you. When you were a kid, I remember my mom used to tell me not to do certain things. She would tell me, well, maybe not this one, but this one I've heard it before, right? Says, don't stick your finger in the socket. I'm just saying it wasn't me, okay, because I didn't do that. Okay, I did worse than that. But she would tell me what not to do. But if you do this, this will happen. She was selling me on why I should not do certain things. So you're being sold to or not to, right? That's sales, right? And so when you think about sales is not for me, I'm an entrepreneur, but I don't want to sell. Woo, you in trouble. Woo, you in trouble. So I'm gonna show you what is the cost of not selling. Ready? All right, you asked for it. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see who's out there. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm gonna stop. Boom. Slideshow. All right, slideshow. Here we go, guys. Slideshow. Let me see if I can remove myself. Yeah, I can leave myself in there. Let's remove this graphics from there so that way you can be straight focused. Focus, focus, focus. Where's the captions at? There we go. We're gonna remove that one from there. All right, guys. The cost of not selling. You think there's a cost on acquiring leads? Well, let me show you the costs of not closing, and I'm done with this. Okay, 6:15. I told you I wasn't gonna be here too long. Let's see who's texting me. Stripe account. Somebody just bought. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Um, Here we go. Ready, set, and rock and roll. There is no cost to an individual, yourself, or your company greater than not closing. Guys, think about this. If you are in business, your time that you're running around talking to people, you don't have systems in place, you don't have processes, how much time and money is consuming you, and then you for example, you can be having a a realtor, right? And they're running around all day long, talking to people, hoping you do that. But the they're not being able to close enough deals to balance what they're spending, right? So think about if you're marketing for 3 months and you're spending, I don't know, I'm just saying, if you're one of those people, they say, I'm not going to spend. I ask this question all the time. So how much was your market? How much you spend in marketing and sales this past 90 days? And literally people are telling me 200. How much do you spend in marketing? 200. I don't need to market. That's really what people tell me all the time. I don't need to market. You don't need to market. How are you going to sell something if you can't market it? Uh, so let me turn this music down a little bit more. I get excited about this stuff, and I want you guys to hear me. There is no cost in an individual, yourself, or your company greater than not closing. There is a cost of not closing. You think there's a cost of closing? Yes, there's a cost to closing, and there's a cost not closing. Okay. All right. The next one it is right. The inability to get the deal done depletes your belief and self confidence. Have you guys ever had a going into a um a bar, right? And you talk you see this girl and you like her and you go talking to her and she turns you down. I remember even guys used to make fun of it. I bet you can. I bet you if you ask her out, she'll say no to you. Like we will bet against people uh, rejecting us. So what happens is like the ability to get the deal done depletes. If you don't get that deal done, your belief and your self confidence drops. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about because it's happened to you if you're in sales. And to me, what got me really good in selling was doing it again, like getting so many no's that those no's were coming to me, and then I will say, you know what, what you, I said, no, I actually didn't come here to sell. I came here to be rejected. And he'll be like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, usually when I walk into different places, the more rejections I get, the more I learn, the more I get my confidence builds, which is not even true because it really, nobody wants to be rejected. Nobody wants to be rejected. Nobody wants to be rejected. Nobody wants to not close. You can't tell me that you have a business. You say, I don't want to close more deals. You can't tell me that because that. If you are, then something is wrong. Something is wrong. Okay. So and it's a lot to do with our mindset, and then of course our mindset is the rejection, and what happens is like your belief and your self confidence just depletes. Right. So true. So next one, guys. If you understood the cost of not closing, you lean into the deal even more. If you understood the cost of not closing, in other words, we need to go into that appointment with the belief that we're going to close. Where energy goes, energy flows. So, guys, for all of you guys who think that there is a cost of selling, or if the cost, for example, I do a lot of digital marketing campaigns for clients, right? And I charge them around $1,500 a month, right? And so by the third month and so forth, we got them done and everything. They just stay on the automation platform. We can do that, right? But imagine how I would feel. With what confidence could I come here and talking to you about closing if I really and I can. It's very simple. When I talk to somebody and ask them, what is your budget for your marketing? What's your budget for this? What's your budget for that? And when they say they don't have one, I already know the problems are closing. The problem a lot of times is closing. So for all of you guys that believe that there is no cost of not closing, you absolutely wrong. There is a cost. There is no cost to an individual, yourself, or your company greater than not closing. The inability to get the deal done depletes your beliefs and self-confidence. I'm going to post this on my Facebook in a minute. If you understood the cost of not closing, you lean into the deal even more. Nobody wants to go home, right? Nobody wants to go home and say, "Hey, daddy, how did it go today?" Or your husband or your wife telling you, say, "Hey, honey, I know we got these things going on and everything. What was did you close any deals today?" And you come home and you're like, "No, I didn't close any deals." How does that feel? How does that feel? So many people today, they want to get a real estate license. Then they get the real estate license. They spend so much money in getting that license. And then after that, they get no more training. No training in sales. No training in sales. They go join a broker. So if you're going to go join a broker, ask them, what kind of training do we get for sales? That is the number one question I would ask. I don't care how much, even the commissions, because the commissions don't mean nothing to me. Because even if it's 3%, 6%, or whatever it is, 3%, I'd rather you pay me 2.5% and get me completely trained. Because if you completely trained, I can actually close more deals. That means I can do more. 3%, 2.5%. I can do more deals than a 3%. Or they pay you. I pay you 5. We pay 5%. Yeah, really. Well, how do you train your people? Show me. Show me how much you care about the people, not about your service and your product, not about the real estate. It's moolah, money. Are you making that money? If you're not, then that's what the problem is, guys. So there is a cost of not selling. We're going to go over a lot more of this stuff. I hope you guys join us. I am going to stop sharing this. It is 6:23. I'm just going to be here for like 5 more minutes, and then we're going to um, invite you one last time to, if you are a committed business owner, a kingdom entrepreneur who is actually ready to take your business to the next level, please join us. Here we go. I'm going to put it back on there again. I'm actually going to grab, I put it on the chat. So the chat is on, guys. I'm going to put the chat right there. Let me remove the graphics from there. You guys have any questions, I'm more than welcome to help you in anything I can. If you want to book a call with me to see if your problem is in sales, I would love to help. Book at book.10x-advantage.com. Again, book.10x-advantage.com. Can't wait to next week to find out, see if you're selling or being sold to. We're going to be going very deep. We're going to have a lot of content. We're going to have a lot of afterwards on the third day. If you stay into the third day, we're going to be sending you a couple of ebooks, MP3 from the one and only Grant Cardone. He is the one guy that some people say I like him, some people don't. It doesn't matter if you like him or not. Look at his bank account. Okay, in his bank account. Oh my God, a Christian shouldn't be talking about money. That Come on, who would you get that from, information from? I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to be a Christian that's broke, and I can help my community. I can help my church. I have also felt so good this weekend that I was able to help the youth, the youth ministry, to go out and have fun at the games and stuff like that. I wasn't able to do that before. It's a big difference. It's like it really helps you to understand, why do I do what I do? Why do you do what you do? What's the purpose? What's the value, and so forth? We're going to have Dr. Sunita Punjabi. She's actually a neuroplasticity doctor. We're also going to have the amazing Marlene Quiroz. She's actually from Igniting Humanity, all mindset and everything. So these doctors are going to be able to help us, because I believe one thing: it doesn't matter how bad you want sales until you understand the money mindset. You understand the limited beliefs that we have in about money. And when you understand those things and what you can do to impact your life, your generations, the people to come, your grandkids, and everybody else in between, until you understand that, you will never take your business to the next level. So I'm out of here. I'm going to break out. I'm going to go have my dinner, enjoy the rest of my evening. And I can't wait to see you guys next week at the boot camp. Is the Kingdom CEO Sales Execution Boot Camp. We're going to tackle those problems that you're having in your business with sales. Another way, I need that. Thanks, Avi. Absolutely, Shauna. Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining. We all need it. It's not even about me or about you. It's about all of us. Like, we have limited beliefs in money, and we've been trying to figure out, if I could only sell more. No, 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 no. If you had a different mindset about money, that could help us a lot more. So, Shauna, just for that, do me a favor. Reach out to me on Facebook. I'm gonna give you a free pass to go in there for free, because I love people that want to take action. I love people that engage. I love people that are vulnerable and says, I need help in sales. I need help in this area. And I'm the first one to admit that I used to not do that a lot, and I still struggle with that. But there's help, and I can't wait, because what my vision for 2023 is actually creating a Kingdom CEO network, where we all as Kingdom entrepreneurs can actually help one another grow, develop right systems, right processes, right. We think by just opening up a DBA or LLC or so forth. You have no idea how many people tell me, yeah, the first thing I did, I opened up my website. For what? What was the purpose about the website? How many people are going? What's the traffic? Oh, I don't have any. I haven't got there yet. Think about your marketing first, not your website. Website is my marketing. Really? Okay. Tell me, how many people are coming into your pipeline, into your website? Many realtors will do that. I got to get my website up. Man, just create a landing page. I don't even have a website. Go to 10x-advantage.com. That's not even a website. It's a landing page. And I'm already over 6 figures. It wasn't that. It was me being able to process, right? Lead generation, nurturing, and then the conversion, meaning the sales. You can't sell, you should not even be marketing. You're spending, you're wasting your money. You're spinning the wheel, hamster wheel. I talked to the, and now you're competing with all these people, right? Sean, I'm not sure what you do, but let's just say, for example, if you're in a real estate, if you're life insurance, whatever it is that you do, if you cannot, and we actually start messaging people in inbox on LinkedIn. You guys know what I'm talking about, right, Sean? We do that all the time. I'm like, hey, I just saw your profile and I think I'm so great. I think we can connect. What are you trying to sell? And instead of having the right process, and what I do is I actually say, hey, by the way, I see you do this and whatever. I just want to shoot you over, a book about ABC. Hope it blesses you, right? Hope it impacts your life. That's it. Let them take that action. Let them see what I do. And then from there, then you start following up with them. We don't have the right processes. I'm an editor, need to expand into coaching. Oh my God. Shauna, do me a huge favor. If you're on LinkedIn, shoot me a message. I'll show you something about coaching. I actually, just so you know, I work with over 300 coaches right now. And guess what? The number one problem is sales. Everything is about sales. That's why about 6 months ago, I went and I got certified. I'm actually 10X Grant Cardone certified book editor. Oh my God, there's so many people that love that information. Like me, I hate writing, copywriting, right? So actually, the copywriters is like, more power to you. But again, let's just say she's a book editor, right? So guys, Shauna Perez. So if you guys want to, reach out to her if you ever thought about writing a book, right? So let's just say example, Shauna, if you don't mind me using you as an example. Okay, so I'm a book editor. Okay, what does that mean? Who do I serve? Who's your niche? What? Maybe let's just say it was coaches, right? A lot of coaches have a different little strategies that they can use to increase revenue in the business, right? So for me, I'm a digital marketer from heart. I love automating all of my systems, all of my lead generation, all of the nurturing. So that way I can focus on closing. So I went and got certified with Grant Cardone and sales. And guess what? Now they call me from the corporate office and ask me if I would be an elite coach for them. What does that mean? That means that I'm actually going to coach their clients. That didn't come from Javier. That came from me serving my community. So book editor, she uses coaches. Like just say, for example, she's doing coaches. That's great. What is your sales? What is your marketing strategy look like to get more in front of more people? In other words, very simple. What is the problem that you're solving for people? That's in a marketing strategy, right? And then what is your sales process looks like? Because most people go, I'm going to sell this, but they don't have a marketing strategy first. So who are you going to talk to? It's like, you guys know this a lot, going into networking, right? You go and network yourself to death, and I used to come home with 20 business cards, and I came home, I'm like, now what? Right? So now I use my digital card, I give it to them, I say, hey, give me your information and I'll give you a free ebook, right? People want stuff. Unfortunately, we live in a society that they want me. So if that's the case, solve that problem. What does a book editor do? Well, edit maybe. If I was to write my own ebook, which basically we may want to talk, Shauna, because I think eventually I want to write a book about small businesses collapsing and the reason why, and people think it's about the economy. It ain't the economy. What is the problem if Shauna had a problem with getting more clients, or she wanted more information, or she wanted more increase in 2023 to make more sales and to get her word out there, right? What is the solution for her to 10x her business? More sales. If she had more sales, she would reverse engineer. I'm like, now I got this much money coming in. Now I can spend this much more in marketing. So as you can see, and then also a lot of us make that mistake is like, okay, I'm gonna do everything. I'm the marketer, I'm the CEO, I'm the CFO, I'm the COO. So what happens to us is like, you don't even have time to digest this stuff because you're so busy doing 1,000 different things. You're wearing all these different hats. And what I learned is actually I learned to automate a lot of my sales marketing processes, so that way I can be good at getting it. Like right now I have time, I'm going live on LinkedIn, I'm going live on YouTube, and always just assuming that nobody's watching you. That's fine, it's okay, because you're getting uncomfortable. So Shauna, I would love to interview you too. So maybe we can do something. So thank you for reaching out. Thank you for chatting on there. Anything I can ever do, guys, to help you guys out, please reach out. But if you don't, if you send me a message, Shauna, I'll definitely send you a link so you can actually attend the webinar. I hope it blesses you. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you for being around. I appreciate you guys always. And don't forget one thing: no sales, no business. Your problem is not the product. Your problem is not your marketing, because I don't believe that the problem is lead generation. You can buy lists. What's the use of buying a list if you can't even close these people? They're cold. Of course they're cold email. Of course. Hello? Nobody knows you. You gotta get known. How do you start that? Like what I'm doing. You guys think that I just woke up one day and I said, I'm amazing on LinkedIn. I'm amazing on, I use Restream, by the way. I'm amazing at Restream. Hey, nobody cares. Nobody probably they're probably looking at me like, ah, that guy needs to shut up. He don't know what he's talking about. That's okay. That's completely okay, because you can't stop me from saying things, right? We live in that kind of society that we're able to say whatever we want, but most of the things we want to say is to empower other people. So join me, bootcamp.kingdomceo.io. Go there, let's join. If you can't afford 97 or 197, 197 if it's locally here in San Antonio, 97 if it's online. And if you cannot afford, or if you think 197 is too much, that's where the problem is, because people buy from us based on how you buy. We attract that. That's a law. That's the law. You attracting people. So if I tell somebody, show me, so think about this. A lot of coaches today, they're actually selling courses. Really? How many courses have you bought? None. Ah, do you see a problem? Guess how people are going to think about that? Now you don't want to put a price on it because you don't know, because you, for you everything's too expensive. So if it's too expensive for you, what makes you think that it's going to be cheap for your prospects? You have value, you have power, you have domination. You just need to take more action and learning more and training more. I do that all the time. I just spent $25,000 in training. I just spent $4,000 3 months ago and get doing uh, my challenge certification. I've always it's funny thing is this: the more I train, the more I pay, the more money I make. How is that? Don't know. Don't ask me. But again, guys, it's completely up to you. I'm nobody to actually convince anybody what you need to do. I think you inside your heart, you know what you need to do. And I think the problem is we don't want to take action because we don't want to spend. If you don't want to spend money, how are you going to make money? Investors go and take the money and put the money and then says, I'm going to invest this money. I just did that in Tulum, Mexico. I was able to invest in a in a condo up there, right? Actually, it's a high rise. It's a I can't think of the name of it. Doesn't matter. So I went in there, I invested that money. Have I seen a return on that investment? No, because it's still being built, right? But when it does, I already have the marketing in place, so I can use it for Airbnb. Everything is about investing. If you're not investing in yourself and you don't believe in yourself, then how do you expect other people to do that? Love you guys. I hope I can say something that will just say, or say, yeah, I need to do more sales training. And I hope you do that. Go whatever you think you do. And remember, it's 2022. Maybe for the next 2 months, you can go very deep into understanding sales process. So that way, 2023, you can actually go impact the world because the world needs your product, Shauna. The world needs coaches. There's people that don't want to do that editor, that book editing stuff. I don't. I would never want to do that. Right? That's all you. You have the imagine how many people now you have a lot of people that think they are the book editors, right? So how am I gonna learn what Shauna does and why I should go to Shauna? Well, very simple. I can go to Shauna if she shows me, hey, she gets on a call with me and cares about me and oh yeah, I'm just people don't care how amazing you are. They care, can you solve the problem that I have? What problem does Shauna have what problem does she solve for the customer? People buy solutions. That's really what they are. What do you think you buy a car for? To get from place to place, right? Why do you buy water? Why do I buy this energy stuff inside? Because I don't like water by itself, right? So you buy that. Why did I buy this? So that way I can take better pictures, better video, right? So it'll do it a lot easier for me. Why do I buy a towel? To clean, right? A solution. Why did I buy the speaker? So I can hear things louder. A solution for everything, guys. So if you have the solution, Shauna, there's plenty of people out there. And if you guys say economy, that's not true. It's not the economy. You make your own economy. I know in 2023, a lot of people are thinking about that. What's going to happen? Oh my God, don't worry about it. Create your economy. I can't sell enough books. Go sell something else. Guys, entrepreneurship is here for a reason. And that gives you the ability to do whatever you want, sell whatever you want. But you have to remember, you have to be able to learn how to sell first. I'm out, guys. I'm really, really out. So hope you guys have an amazing rest of the day. I get so into things and helping. So I can't wait to see you guys at boot camp, Kingdom CEO. If you guys want to learn the sales, we're going to talk about the mindset. And I'm looking this way, the elements of a perfect sales process. We're going to talk about the ingredients, fact finding, demo, closing, follow up, inbound calls, outbound calls, and then we're going to give you all the scripts. I'm going to give you all the scripts that you can just personalize and make them yours. Got it? We're gonna have big aha moments next week. So I love you guys. Have an amazing rest of the day. I'm gonna turn my Zoom off and get back to my studying. Ciao, guys. Love you. Have an amazing rest of the